awesome games you should play in 2025. These games are super fun and easy to get into. I'll tell you what makes each one special and give you a bigger picture of what they're like, all in simple words. I'll hint at the stories too, but don't worry, I won't ruin the surprises. Let's get started. First up is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2. This game is all about going on a big adventure. Picture yourself in a giant world with mountains to climb, forests to wander through, and even islands floating way up in the sky. You can run around on horses, soar through the air like a bird, and hunt for secret treasures hidden all over the place. There are fun puzzles that make you think, and bad guys you'll need to battle with neat weapons. You play as a hero named Link, who's trying to save the world one more time. This time, though, there are brand new spots to check out and secrets to find. If you love feeling like you can go anywhere and do anything, this game is a total blast. Next is God of War: Ragnarok. In this one, you step into the boots of Kratos, a super strong guy with a giant axe, and his young son Atreus. Together, they journey through a wild land full of Norse gods, like the ones from old Viking stories, and huge monsters. You'll get into big fights with things like trolls and dragons, swinging that axe like a champ. The story is about Kratos and Atreus sticking together as a family while facing a crazy event called Ragnarok, which might shake up the whole world. It's not just about smashing stuff. There's a sweet story about a dad and his kid that'll tug at your heart. The places you go, like snowy mountains and shadowy woods, look so cool you'll want to stare at them forever. If you're into action and stories that make you feel, this one's for you. Now let's chat about Cyberpunk 2077. This game drops you into Night City, a wild future town with super tall buildings, glowing signs everywhere, and all kinds of high-tech gadgets. You get to make your own character, maybe a sneaky hacker who breaks into computers or a tough guy who's great in a fight. What's awesome is that the story changes depending on what you decide to do, so every time you play, it feels fresh. You'll hang out with interesting people, take on exciting jobs, and dig up the city's hidden mysteries. The way it looks, with all those bright lights and tiny details, is jaw-dropping. If you're into sci-fi stuff and love picking your own path, you've got to try this. Elden Ring is up next. This game takes you to a massive, strange land that's packed with surprises around every turn. It's not easy. You'll face off against tough enemies like knights, dragons, and creepy monsters, but beating them feels amazing. You can hop on a horse to zip around faster, checking out hidden castles or spooky caves. The story isn't spelled out for you. You figure it out bit by bit as you explore, which makes every new find super exciting. The world feels alive and mysterious, pulling you in to see what's next. If you like a game that tests you and lets you roam free, this is a winner. Then there's Fortnite. Imagine jumping into a game with 99 other people, all racing to be the last one standing. You can build stuff like walls and towers to keep yourself safe, which makes it different from other games like it. It's bright and colorful, with fast action that keeps you on your toes. They're always tossing in new things to do, like fun challenges or cool gear to grab. You can play by yourself or team up with buddies, and the best part? It's totally free. You can even goof around with silly dances or dress up in fun outfits. If you love quick fun and showing off what you can do, this game's a riot. Call of Duty: Warzone is another big one. You start by jumping out of a plane onto a giant map with cities, trees, and mountains all over. You grab guns and gear, then try to outlast everyone else in a wild shootout. You can drive trucks to speed, around or duck into hiding spots to plan your next move. It's free to play, and things get crazy as the safe area gets smaller, forcing you to run and fight. The action is fast, and you'll need to stay sharp to win. If you're into shooting and surviving, this is a great pick. Next, Minecraft is all about using your imagination. Think of it like playing with endless digital Legos. You can build a little house, a giant castle, or even a roller coaster if you feel like it. You can wander into caves to find shiny treasures, or take on monsters like zombies and sneaky creepers that come out at night. It gets a little spooky after dark, but you can make a cozy spot to stay safe. Want to dig deep for diamonds or set up a farm to grow food? You can do that too. Play, alone or with friends. It's a game that's fun for everyone. If you love making stuff up as you go, this is the best. Grand Theft Auto 5 throws you into a huge, lively city where anything can happen. You can swipe cars, take on missions, or just run around causing trouble for fun. The story follows 3 people pulling off huge crimes, and it's packed with wild twists. There's even an online mode where you can join other players and get into all sorts of chaos together. The city feels so real, with people walking around and stuff happening everywhere. If you want a game where you're free to go nuts and have a good time, this is it. In Marvel's Wolverine, you get to be Wolverine, the superhero with razor-sharp claws and the power to heal fast. You'll tear through bad guys with those claws, jumping into fights that feel big and thrilling. The story's still a bit of a secret, but it's about Wolverine's tough life and what he's been through. The folks who made the Spider-Man games are behind this one, so you know it'll have awesome action and a story worth caring about. If you're into superheroes and kicking butt, you'll want to watch for this. Apex Legends is a team game where you pick a hero with special tricks, like throwing up shields or dropping smoke to confuse enemies. You team up with 2 friends and battle other squads in quick, exciting matches. It's free free and they keep adding new heroes and places to fight, so it never gets old. You'll need to work together to come out on top, which makes it feel like a real group effort. If you like playing with pals and cool characters, this one's a champ. Valorant is a shooter that's more about brains than just speed. You choose an agent who can do things like put up walls or toss fireballs, and your team either tries to plant a bomb or stop the other side from doing it. It's slower than most shooting games because you have to think about your moves, but when you win, it feels so good. Every match is a chance to outsmart the other team. If you like planning and shooting, give this a shot. Finally, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle turns you into Indiana Jones, the whip-cracking adventurer from the movies. You'll swing across gaps, figure out tricky puzzles, and punch out bad guys in awesome places like jungles and ancient ruins. The story's about chasing down a secret treasure, but I'll keep the details so you can enjoy it fresh. It's like stepping into one of his films, with tons of action and excitement around every corner. If you love hunting for treasure and big adventures, this is your game.